Okay, so today I'm at St. Regis Hotel, Kuala Lumpur, attending perhaps one of the most important launches in the Malaysian automotive calendar, and I am of course talking about none other than the arrival of the all-new Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Okay, so here we have it. This is the W214 E-Class. Okay, now I know the main seller is now of Mercedes is now the C-Class and the GLC, but here, the E-Class, this is the heart of the brand. This is the segment where Mercedes built its name from the 123, 124, 210, 211, 212, and until today, the 214. All right, so this is an all-new model generation, okay, that takes over from the 213. Now, when this car was first launched, okay, globally, we saw pictures. A lot of us were like, wow, that's ugly way. All right, but now looking at the car in person, it doesn't seem so offensive anymore. Okay, if anything, this is definitely a lot less polarizing compared to the G65 series, right? It's the proportions, the styling details are all much easier on the eye compared to the G65 series. Which is the superior car? I can't tell you right now, but it is a more pleasant car to look at. It's the more expensive car too. See, in my decade-over experience reviewing cars, I've never seen an occasion where Mercedes-Benz prices its car cheaper than an equivalent BMW. And this continues today here. So right now, a BMW 520i goes for 350,000 even with full M Sport trim. The E200 here in Avantgarde trim goes for 355,000 ringgit. Okay, this guy here, this is the E350e plug-in hybrid, goes for 415,000. So it is a price gap of 60,000 ringgit separating the base model from the upper model. Now, I personally, I believe it's quite impressive the amount of additional kit that Mercedes has squeezed into the 350e from the E200. I'll bring you a more closer view later on, all right? But right now, let me focus my attention on the E200. So the E200 that you see here is a 2-liter turbo mild hybrid producing 204 horsepower, okay, in Avantgarde trim. So it has LED lights, LED headlights, right? Reflector design. Okay, this is the Avantgarde grille. An interesting detail is that you look at all these little 3-pointed stars here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You sum up all this, you count all of these 3-pointed stars plus this large one here and the one on top of the bonnet, you get 214 stars. Okay, marking that this is a W214, right? So you get 214 stars. So for me, when it comes to the E-Class, I'm a bit of a traditionalist. I always prefer the E-Class with the classic exclusive grille with the star on top of the bonnet. But what I was told is that from the W213 generation, when they offered both the Avantgarde grille, the AMG line grille, and the exclusive line grille, the exclusive line saw the lowest take-up rate. So Mercedes-Benz decided to drop that from our market altogether. So the E200 Avantgarde here comes with 19-inch wheels, right? And in this body, it looks pretty conservatively sized. Over there, the E350e comes with 20-inch wheels, all right? That seems to fill the wheel arches a bit better. So even in the E200 trim, you've got ADAS, okay, as evidenced by the radar module hidden behind the Mercedes logo, and you've got 360-degree camera here, okay, and also here. All right, the door handle is the flush and retractable type. So when you close the door, it retracts in. Now that you open it, unlock the car, you can see it with the Mercedes-Benz wording right here. So come to the back. Now let me just do a comparison of the rear styling. So here in the E200 Avantgarde, the lower bumper is a simpler, more elegant piece. All right, bought unpainted with chrome highlights. Over there in the AMG line trim, it's more elaborate. Okay, but what is a unique styling feature of the 214 E-Class are these tail lights that carry the three-pointed star design in them. Okay, so I think that's a pretty cool design touch. But what I think, I don't know, what I'm not a fan of really is this red strip here. I think this is better off in body color. That's my view. Okay, now let's just open the boot. Okay, so actually this car has power boot, but I think the battery is running low, so the boot didn't go all pop up. All right, so you've got this shopping hook here. You've got this switch here that drops the split folding rear seats. Okay, and open the floor. So you see this, there's a little hook here which I used to hook this up that will give you better access to the sealant compartment, and there the battery is placed right under the boot here. All right, so you can close this. Okay, I think the battery display unit is gone already.
No battery already.
No battery already. Battery qua already. Okay, all right. So this car needs to recharge its batteries. Yeah. So never mind. I'll come over to this one. So this is another example. I like this grey. This grey is beautiful. It's a beautiful grey. Okay, looks great on the body of this new E-Class. All right. So in. Okay. So you can see here, there's a step. Okay, this area is plastic. There's a step. And let me pop this back up. So I'm 170 centimeters tall, and I have to say, fantastic seating position here. Okay, I got good lean, great thigh support, leg room a bit on the tight side, but very, very comfortable. It's almost as if as my body is being held up, okay, by the seats. All right, of things here. So wow, look at this. This is just one chunky support of the headrest. Okay, and I believe, what's this? Let me just see this. All right. Okay, so you can. This is active headrest, right? So you press this to push the headrest forward for more effective anti-whiplash support. Door pocket here. Got rear aircon vents. This is a blank tray. Let me just show you the door card. So I like that this has something of a floating appearance, and right here this also, but behind here this is supported by, there's a little support here lah. Okay, there's a little support here, and this textured metal surface is beautiful. Retractable sunshades. Alright, just show you from here as well. So here you can see there's an additional airbag here. Alright, and when you pop, and you can see here also, there's a slot here for you to insert the seat belt. Why? It's so that when you fold the seats down, you actually have, there's this slot here for you to to hold the buckle in place. All right, and here also, for the middle passenger, the belt is anchored to the seat back rather than to the parcel shelf. So when the seat folds down, the belt goes down along with it. Okay, so there's no cup holder here in the armrest, only a little slot here for you to park your devices. Okay, so here, the driver's seat. So the seat controls are here mounted on the door, typical Mercedes style. And the door lock and unlock button is here on the driver's side, but surprisingly not on the passenger side. So I also like this treatment here, this open pore wood treatment. And this, I can't show you right now, but these three pointed stars here, they all illuminate. And the aircon vent is built into this one framing structure here. Okay, so very tastefully designed. And first impression, material selection seems improved from the 213. So here there's this is already a pretty large screen. This is the basic screen now, by the way. This is pretty large. Later in the 350e, I'll show the even larger screen. So you have the dynamic mode selection here, parking camera, vehicle mode, hazard lights, okay, audio control. This is the digital instrument cluster, gear selector, engine start stop, and also the light controls. Okay, so even here, the E200, you have adaptive cruise control systems here. And inside here, well, you've got wireless charger, you've got two USB-C ports, and this is cool. I like this. Check this out. All right, so you can cover this. This is fixed there already lah. All right, but this, so you can either maximize the space or you can compartmentalize it. Okay, over here, two USB-C ports here as well. All right, so this is the E200. Now, material-wise, I understand that these seats are man-made leather. This artificial leather, but you've got seat heating function. Okay, now let me bring you over there to the E350E. So as I mentioned earlier, the E350E AMG line. Now, how do you tell the difference without the badge? E200, there's no cap for the charging port. E350 here, there's a charging port here at the left side. The right side is for the petrol cap. Right. So let me just show you up close. The lower bumper here is more elaborately designed in the AMG line, but still quite restrained. The design is still quite restrained. Similar story to in the front, where it looks more like a more aggressive evolution of the avant-garde grille. So you still have the same enlarged grille, but the design details here at the lower bumper is more aggressive. Hey, Lexus man, this selfie camera, wait. Oh, look at this. So the camera is here, and wow, can record one no. So yeah, one all right. So this in the E350 here, this is what they call the super screen. So this whole real estate is used as a screen. Okay, in the E200 we saw you earlier, only this is the screen. Here in the E350E here, there is this additional screen right here, but it's all put into one seamless appearance. And here they remove, so in the E200, this was the open pore wood design. All right, that's replicated here as well, but here, this one don't have. This one is a gloss black trim. Right, so inside here, all this the same lah. All this the same. Okay, the steering wheel, of course, is the new AMG line steering wheel, but with the same features as we saw in the E200. Panoramic sunroof. Okay, two-section panoramic sunroof. The leather material here, this is authentic leather. Wow, someone got what one? Oh, open pore one. Open pore. I think now, in my opinion, all right, the 60,000 ringgit price gap between this E350E here versus the E200, I think Mercedes has squeezed quite an impressive bit of equipment. So I also forgot to highlight there's also the Burmester sound system here. So you've got the Burmester sound system, you've got the AMG line trim, you've got the hell nya sing launch chair lay to maule hai to gao game away. Angry Bird. Wow, hey guys, please don't do this. Please don't do this on the move away. This is on one hand cool, but I highly discourage it. All right. So coming back to what I was saying earlier, 60K gap between the E200 and this, I think Mercedes has squeezed quite an impressive amount of stuff here, because you've got the AMG line kit, you've got the Burmester sound system, you've got a more much higher grade infotainment system, you've got more advanced headlights. All right, the E200 has basic LED headlights. This one has the more advanced digital, more intelligent digital headlights. All right, and on top of that, it has a much more sophisticated and more costly plug-in hybrid powertrain. Now, whatever we say about, whatever reservations we may have about, you know, plug-in hybrid powertrain, I personally am not I'm not inclined to put my money down for a plug-in hybrid car, just so you know. But what Mercedes is able to squeeze in terms of a spec perspective, right? I think 60K quite justifies the increment. So I do not know if down the road there will be an E300 petrol model with this same level of spec but a regular petrol engine. But yeah, pricing wise, I think the E200 at 355k, it is more expensive than a 520 than a BMW 520i, but that's always the case with Mercedes. Mercedes always price their cars higher than the equivalent BMW model. All right, so the fact that the gap is as small as it is, I think that's a sign that they're really trying to be competitive. And you know, the 60k jump to the E350 here, and that they packed the amount of kit that they packed, I think that is also a pretty good offering on Mercedes-Benz's part. All right, so my first impressions on the W214 here is that not a car that impressed me in pictures, but in person, I would say it's a decently handsome looking car. All right, I can see that there are certain aspects of the W213's proportions and styling that were carried over, even though this is an all new platform. All right, yeah, I can see that they are trying to build on the formula, the success formula of the W213, and they wanted to bring forward this. Okay, they've given it a fully refreshed interior. Okay, the interior is designed from scratch, new underpinnings and all that. But styling wise, Mercedes has maintained the essence of the E-Class. So I think that's wow, Tayo, TikTok away. You see this for the people come car launch, I go and play TikTok on the car. What the hell, man? But yeah, so that's the reality. Okay, this is the E-Class of the 21st century. Yeah, I think compare this against the 5 Series. The 5 Series is a more polarizing car. It's a more love it or hate it car. This one is more pleasant, more easy on the eye. Okay, yeah, but I would say it is in keeping with the traditional spirit of the E-Class. Now, I've not driven the 5 Series 520i, or neither have I driven the E-Class, but looking forward to drive both of them in the future and give more constructive comments on both these cars. All right, so that's it from me today. Until my next video, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.